This may just be the perfect storm. In my opinion, Bitcoin looks ready for an absolutely explosive, legendary move here in the short term. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and the action we're seeing here inside the chart right now. We're coiled up, the pressure is building, and we may be ready to absolutely explode here in the short term. So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and observations on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. Being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame. Ladies and gentlemen, I am seeing right here, right now, a clear double bottom. I mean, that is a classic bullish formation here. We went down, found support, tried to get up there, failed, but then found support once again, down there at about the 74.50 region. And right now, not only have we climbed, but we broke that prior resistance level right there at the top of the box at 78.70, and now we're trading in a sideways equilibrium above my green box. And if you guys are subscribed here, you would know by now, this green box used to be red here, right? As we dipped below this box, this should now have became the resistance, but it broke, found resistance, dumped back down, found support again, and now broke the resistance, and we're now trading above this region. So for me, this box now becomes green, as we are seeing tentative support being built above this region right now. And for me, this area ranges from 80.50 all the way down to about 78.50, which is just over a 2% range. Now, here comes the interesting part, ladies and gentlemen. For me, this yellow line I have drawn here, which is clearly our resistance, especially if we look here on the 1 hour, we can clearly see here this is a very, very staunch resistance point here for Bitcoin. If we are to see BTC break through this region, it would not surprise me in the least to potentially test up into that $83 to potentially $8,400 region with an overshot moon target of a double top around the 9,000 vicinity. That is my hypothesis here for a potential outcome in the short term. But we do have some factors playing against us here. One, if we look here on the daily time frame and go into the RSI, we still are on a very significant bearish divergence here. I mean, we still have not been able to create a new high on the RSI when moving up in the price. And also now here on the 4-hour RSI, we are seeing a significant bearish divergence here as well. So we are on a multi-time frame bearish divergence when we're looking here at the RSI, although we are still seeing many bullish factors here, just as I pointed out with that double bottom, the rise and break of resistance here at the top of the box. For me, Bitcoin must now break that 80.50 level if it is going to look to surge to the upside. That is right now the main goal here for the bulls, in my opinion. If we drop back down into this green box, sure, I guess there's still hope if we break down and consolidate back inside here. But ladies and gentlemen, it begins to grow very, very slim here, in my opinion. If Bitcoin cannot break this yellow line here at about 80.50 and we retrace back in here, it's going to get very difficult here, in my opinion, as then a breakdown, right? Let's just discuss this so we're all on the same page here. A break down into this box, right, would then create this new area that we're in right now as the new tentative resistance, right? And let's just draw this to visualize it, right? This is now support. So if we break down from there, I'm going to change the color here. We'll make this red. If we break down from this region now and go back into the box, hypothetically, right, you see that now this may become new resistance and it could send us lower, right? You see how I'm thinking one step, two steps ahead here, right? You guys see. And the thing is that we do have many divergences right now, which are concerning to me. And also, if we go out here to the weekly time frame, I want to just take a peek here because you guys should know by now that this weekly formation here is very startling here, in my opinion, as we do have our weekly doji close there, right? And if you're unfamiliar with what a doji represents, it's indecision in the market, right? It's the fact that the bulls didn't have their way, the bears didn't have their way, and there was just a ton of indecision at this level. Now, a doji on a large macro time frame such as the weekly, followed by a bearish candle after on the next weekly candle, that is a very large bearish confirmation, in my opinion. But what's kind of it's very unique, ladies and gentlemen. We do have multiple days, actually rather 1 day left in this candle right now. But the fact of the matter is that although this is a red candle here, if we find a climb in Bitcoin today, if it breaks that 80-50 level, we may see that this candle here finishes on a bullish hammer formation, right? Where this would more so be like a wick all the way up here and then the meat up here, right? And if we get that, although that it is a lower closing candle than the previous week, if it closes as a bullish hammer, there may be hope there. These are very unique market conditions, ladies and gentlemen. We see the weekly RSI. We have been in overbought territory. We are retracing right now, and we may be looking to test our historic retracement range in this green box here, which we can clearly see is very far away from where we are at now, with a minimum of 15% to the historic box, with an overshot target there to the bottom of nearly, 25%. These market conditions right now are savage, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just going to put it on your radar right now. Many are going to get caught like a deer in the headlights here. Many are going to get wrecked because they're not going to await for proper confirmations. They're not understanding where we stand right now inside this market. Let's go back here. I just want you to understand, guys, where we are. Let's remove this box here. Where we currently stand, we are in an absolutely savage equilibrium, right? You guys see this here. We are trading absolutely sideways within a range where if we break this level, it may be clear sailing up to the next resistance box at about 83 to 8400 with a potential, double Fibonacci target there at almost 9,000, in my opinion. And if we break down, this thing could be going all the way back down, into the 6K region, if not even the low 6K region, easily, in my opinion, when we're looking here at the Fibonacci retracements, the prior macro price action support. Guys, the trend right now, this may be setting up for a legendary move. I didn't use that as a clickbait title, right? Oh, ding dang, Carbonagia, you're just using the clickbait, Kirby, you're just using the clickbait. Ding dang, Carbonagia. Who taught you to speak like that, James? Your mother? Sheesh. Sheesh. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen, these moon boys right now. Yes, we may in fact be due for another rise, right? We may be due for a rise, and you have to keep that open as a possibility, in my opinion. But it's all about the confirmations right now, James. It's all about the confirmations right now, Joe. If we cannot get above this level, and primarily even this wick here, preferably this wick at about 8150, I believe that it's going to be very difficult here. This trend may be ready to just give into the divergences, right? And on the contrary, right, just like I showed you guys up here, that this area may become resistance, right? If we drop back down into this region here, that the back test may work as resistance to bring us down. Just on the contrary here, if we wind up breaking down, right, through the box and look to find support where we had our double bottom here, right, along this trend line, ladies and gentlemen, this box all of a sudden is likely going to become the resistance, right? And the underbelly here of this consolidation will then become tentative resistance and maybe look to push us further down, along with the bearish divergences on the 4-hour and 1-day time frame, along with the tentative bearish formation on the weekly time frame there as well, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, right now, this trend, it's a crazy scenario. I hope you understand what I'm showing you here, right? This is the daily here as well. Just look at this. We're in this sideways chop here. Is this a bear flag, right? We could look at this as a bear flag here as well. You see what I'm saying? Let's turn this to yellow so we can see this better here. This may in fact as well, ladies and gentlemen, be an upward tilting bear flag, trading within a range right now, ready for an extrapolated measured move to the downside here if we break below. And look where it would put us, ladies and gentlemen. It's sick. I mean, this is sick. Let's use our, let me do this again. Let me clone this again here. Put this over to our breakdown point. The measured move, if that is in fact a bear flag, would bring us down into the low 6,000 region, which again, I don't see as out of the question here, as this does fall between the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement and the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement and all of the historic price action support here as well. There's just so much going on, guys, that speculating without a plan right now is so risky in my opinion, that I know that the siren, you guys know the siren is probably going to be going off in the next stream, if not the next stream, the one after that, because I just know right now that we are at the boiling point here. I'm trading this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ready to trade this upon these confirmations right now. I'm waiting here, right? I'm waiting to strike. And when the time is right, ladies and gentlemen, you best believe Don Carbanaccio is going to look to absolutely crush the volatility here in this market. If we're breaking to the upside, Don's going to be looking to play it like an absolute savage. And if, on the contrary, ladies and gentlemen, if, on the contrary, we do in fact break to the downside, grandma's cookies and a bottle of yo-ho-ho, it may in fact be time to short this market once again and get this crypto. I hope you understand right now, ladies and gentlemen, that with all these scenarios that I've pointed out here for you guys, that I'm almost at a loss for words, because many traders that you know personally here in this market are going to get absolutely crushed here. I don't think many understand the importance of the range that we are in right now. We are at a critical point in a parabolic trend that brought Bitcoin up an insane amount. Let's drag this from the bottom of the bear market to where we peaked at. Ladies and gentlemen, almost 200% to the upside. And we right now are in the fallout of this parabolic trend potentially coming to an end or finding a healthier retracement before we continue higher. The fun and games here has ended for the Moon Boys. The James of the water coolers, right? James of the water cooler. That's a new one. The James at the water coolers of the world are right now quaking in their boots, right? Shaking like a leaf in the wind. Oh, Curry, oh. And right now, this is where the men get separated from the boys, the women get separated from the girls, and those that, are sheep get separated from the savages. You've seen what I'm seeing here now, right? So there's no excuse to not have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. For you, I'm going to be posting all of my plans for you, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me. When this market breaks you, you know how it feels, because I feel your pain, ladies and gentlemen. I understand when you've made horrible decisions here inside this market, right, that have just crushed you, soul-crushing, bad decisions. this market breaks you down. But it's your responsibility to not stay down, right? You need to build yourself back up when this market breaks you down. Because if you do not build back up, you're just going to constantly get broken down, and crushed into the oblivion here, ladies and gentlemen. You need to win when you lose, right? If you lose, you need to take it as a monetary loss, but a character building win. You need to learn from experiences. You need to take a negative and turn it into a positive. So, listen, the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm keeping you updated with my plans here in VIP, my strategies, all of my entries here in the short term that I'm looking to crush this market. I'm going to keep you up to date in VIP with all of them, okay? All my trades, all my entries, exits, stop losses, targets, all of it, ladies and gentlemen, exclusively for you. Don't let this market continually break you down. If it does break you down, you need to build back up. It's time to get this crypto, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to transform yourself from average Joe into savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. This comes from the heart, ladies and gentlemen. It comes from the heart because I know that right now, this feeling that I'm talking about, many are going to experience it here once again inside this range. Right? And that's why I feel the way I do right now. This is one of these regions here that these type of heinous moves occur, right? I cannot at this time say which way I believe it's going to go purely because of where we are in the trend, right? We had one minor fake out here. I did take a long on the fake out, and right now I'm monitoring my position here. If we are going to continue to the upside. If not, I'm going to close out here and look for another position to work in my advantage if we break down, or look in my advantage if we continue to the upside. Right now, what I'm seeing is that this is the perfect condition for a legendary move. That's all. And I just don't, you ladies and gentlemen, you know too much here. You know too much. If you fail to plan, then your plan is to fail. Come up with a plan. Be prepared for what's going to happen here. If this market has crushed you in the past, use your experience to now crush this market. Think one step, two steps ahead of the competition. Prepare yourself mentally, physically, and monetarily for what's about to happen here if it does in fact occur. And like I said, I'm preparing right now. I'm strategizing, plotting, and preparing to get this crypto, and I'm going to keep you all updated exclusively in VIP with my trades, entries, targets, all my strategies, all my plans, everything, exclusively for you in VIP. So shout out to my VIPs and shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will keep you all updated with my plans and my trades in real time right there, right now. Let's get this crypto. I will see you all in there right now. A quick look, guys, here at the altcoin market. We are seeing some green here, right? This is very nice and very promising. And there's one piece here in the total altcoin market cap that I'd like to look at. And this was that we were trading solidly here underneath the 0.236 Fibonacci retracement, right? And we were seeing it act as resistance just a day ago. Now we have broken through that resistance, and we may tentatively be looking to form a little bull flag here, ladies and gentlemen, with support on that 0.236. So the altcoin market may be ready to go here as well, which may in fact be a leading indicator here that Bitcoin may have a slight bias towards leaning to the upside here as well, in my opinion. But as of right now, we are still flush under resistance, so I cannot put any more merit to that than what I'm seeing right now. The fact of the matter is that, guys, I can only keep you updated here right now on YouTube, but in my VIP, this is 24/7, right? As at the time you see this video, the trend may already have changed massively, but in VIP, I'm going to keep you updated as this trend develops. I'm going to keep you updated when I enter, when I exit, what my strategies here are, what my plans are, etc. I'm ready to crush this market. Are you? Let's get this crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, if you could one last time, moon up the likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Guys, right now, we are at the crossroads here for what I believe is about to be an absolutely epic move. Just don't be getting caught like a deer in the headlights. Prepare. Have a plan. Be ready. I'm going to be posting all my plans for you exclusively in VIP. Shout out to my VIPs and shout out to all my new future VIPs joining VIP right now after this video. I will keep you updated with all my entries, exits, targets, trades, strategies, etc. I'll see you all in VIP right now. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, my friends, be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.